One of the most popular ETFs in the world is VOO, and this is Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF. And today, I'm going to give you the complete guide to VOO. So before we dive in, I'm just going to explain what an ETF is. So ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. And what an ETF is, it invests in specific securities that mirror an index. And what an ETF does is that it invests in an index and it mirrors that index. So say, for example, you want to invest in the S&P 500 like we're talking about today, then all this ETF would do would be mirroring what the S&P 500 does. So if the S&P 500 drops a specific company, the ETF would drop that company and add in whatever new companies came into play as well. And this is exactly why ETFs are so powerful, because they don't make decisions on how to buy and sell stocks. Instead, they just mirror the index of the diversified portfolio that is within each and every single index. Now, ETFs are slightly different than index funds for two reasons. One of which is ETFs trade exactly like a stock, whereas index funds trade like mutual funds. So ETFs you can get in and out of throughout the day as long as it's trading time, whereas with an index fund, you have to wait till the end of the day before you can sell that security. The second difference is that ETFs have a lower purchase price to get into them. So you can get into an ETF for $200, $300, $400, whereas an index fund, for most of them, there's some new ones with 0% minimums, but for most of them, you have to pay anywhere from $1,000, $3,000 to $10,000 to get into an index fund. Now let's dive into VOO. So what does VOO track exactly? So VOO tracks the S&P 500, and this represents the 500 largest stocks within the US stock market. So the S&P 500 actually has a little bit more. It's like 508 stocks now, but inside of the S&P 500, this is the largest companies within the US stock market. We're going to go through the top 10 holdings here soon, but inside of these holdings is some of the best companies within the world. The goal of VOO is to clearly mirror the index's return. So all VOO wants to do is get the exact same returns as the S&P 500. Now, VOO offers high potential for investment growth because it is a 100% stock portfolio. And as we know, stocks outperform bonds historically, so that's a higher growth, higher risk level than maybe some other investments would be when you add bonds to a portfolio. And VOO is more probably for long-term investors who are going to hold on to this for a very long period of time. If you are looking to day trade or something along those lines, then VOO may not be the best option for you because this is ETF investing, and ETF investing or index fund investing mean that you're going to be investing for a very long period of time. Now, why are these traits amazing? Number one, this gives you extreme diversification. You are investing in 500 different companies all at the same time with one trade. So you get major diversification, and these companies also work overseas. So they do a lot of business overseas, so you get international exposure as well. Number two, you get that broad market exposure, meaning that you are investing in a bunch of different sectors, companies that are in the technology sector, companies that are in the healthcare sector, companies that are in the consumer sector. So there's so many different things that you're investing within this one fund. And then number three, you get that long-term growth potential. We're going to talk about the rates of return here in a second, but you get long-term growth. And historically, the S&P 500 has over a 10% rate of return since 1926. Hey, if you're getting value out of this episode, make sure to give it a like. Now, for all of these reasons, I've owned VOO for a very long time. It is one of the core holdings inside of my portfolios. And VOO is an amazing stock because it invests in the S&P 500, one of my favorite ways to invest. In addition, I can get in and out very quickly. It's very liquid, and it allows me to have that diversified long-term growth that I want. All right, so let's check out the key stats for VOO here. And when we check out on these key stats, we want to make sure that we understand what each one of these things means. So the first thing we're going to go into is the expense ratio. Now, this is the amount of fees that you're going to be paying with VOO. And VOO has an extremely low expense ratio. In fact, this expense ratio is one of the lowest in the industry at 0.03%. And so this is a really powerful way for you to be able to invest your dollars and not have to pay really high fees. In fact, there are a lot of people out there who pay really high fees for no reason. Sometimes people will invest in VOO inside of maybe something like a 401k or a Roth IRA that has really high fees, and they don't have to be doing that. In fact, you could just invest in VOO on your own, have this low expense ratio right here. The second thing is the turnover ratio. Now, the turnover ratio is 2%, meaning that they do not trade in and out of stocks like other things do. If this turnover ratio is really high, something like 50%, for example, then you're going to have a lot more taxes that you have to pay on your money. So you want to keep that turnover ratio low. In addition, the dividend yield is 1.26%. That is one that is right around the industry average for something like an S&P 500 ETF. So you have a 1.26% dividend yield. And what I like to do is always reinvest those dividends back into the fund. Now let's look at the top top 10 holdings. So the top 10 holdings here are Apple is number 1 with a weight of 6.62%, Microsoft with a 5.58% weight, Amazon with 2.51% weighted, Nvidia with 1.74%, Tesla with 1.66%. We have Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company, at 1.65%. We have Apple at 1.62%. We have Alphabet Class C at 1.44%, Exxon 1.36%, and United Healthcare 1.34%. These top 10 holdings will shift all of the time depending on how much weight is available. Day to day, you can look at something like Y charts where we pull our data from, and you can see that these top 10 holdings will be shifting all the time. So you have to make sure that you understand, where they are at the top point in time. And 10 years from now, this list is going to be completely different than it is now. So just making sure that the top 10 holdings, we don't know what they're going to be 10 years from now, which is why I like to invest in index funds and ETFs, because you will still get the top 10 holdings in the S&P 500 without having to try to figure out how to choose them. You don't have a crystal ball knowing what's going to happen in the future. So being able to not have to choose those is a very awesome way for you to be able to invest your dollars. Now, next, we're going to go to performance versus category. So we're going to look at the total return here of the last 1 year. I'm recording this in a bear market, negative 7.16%. Last 3 years, 14.7%. So it's amazing the difference. If you look at a fund, you want to make sure that you're not looking just at the last year. You want to expand it out as far as you possibly can. So 1 year, it makes it look like this fund's terrible. 3 years, you can see the positive returns. Over 5 years, it goes right to the average, 9.09%. And over 10 years, 11.66%. Now, the key to note here is that this fund is just a little over 10 years old. It's not 15 years old yet. So if you're looking for something with a longer term time horizon than that, then VTI, the total stock market index, is one that is available there as well. But you can see the total category return down below is 8.91%. If you're looking for the total return of the S&P 500, pretty much all S&P 500 ETFs should be very close in their rate of return because they are just mirroring the index. If something's way off, you should probably write off that ETF because it is not following the index. They should all be very, very close when it comes to their total returns over time. Now, what are the best places to buy VOO? So there are 4 brokerages that I absolutely love, but my favorite for ETFs is M1 Finance. And M1 Finance is linked up down below. That is an affiliate link, but they have the best dashboard. You can rebalance your portfolio and you can invest in these things called pies that allow you to make it really easy to invest. Some other places that I love are Vanguard, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab. Now, between all 4 of these brokerages, these are the ones that I would be interested in. I'm not interested in Robinhood. I'm not interested in some of these other newer brokerages out there. These brokerages have been around for a long time, and so I love them for that reason. So Vanguard, Fidelity, M1 Finance, Charles Schwab, those are some great places to buy your index funds, ETFs. And once you open that account, you can open different types of accounts as well. Like you can put these in your Roth IRA, you can put these in your IRA, and you can put these in your taxable account or HSA as well. So these are some great places to buy something like VOO because this is a long-term investment, something you want to hold for a longer period of time. And long-term investors know that if you buy something like the S&P 500, you're going to get those great returns over that time frame. And you don't want to be buying in and out of these types of ETFs. Listen, hope you guys enjoyed this comprehensive video about VOO. If you guys have any questions, make sure you hit me up down below in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. And we will see you on the next video.